Have you ever heard of the island rule? It's this wild concept in biology that says when big animals get stuck on an island, they tend to shrink over generations, while smaller animals often get bigger. Sounds like something out of a fantasy novel, right? But here's the kicker. This very rule applies to some of the most colossal creatures to ever walk the earth in, the dinosaurs. Imagine this. The late Cretaceous period, a group of massive dinosaurs, maybe some Titanosaurs, those long-necked giants, find themselves stranded on an island. It could have been due to rising sea levels or continental drift. Suddenly, their world, which was once a vast expanse of endless vegetation, shrinks to a tiny patch of land in the middle of the ocean. Crazy, right? So, what happens next is like a masterclass. In survival, on the mainland, being huge is a fantastic advantage. You can reach the highest leaves, fend off predators, and travel long distances without breaking a sweat. But on an island, being big turns into a total curse. There's just not enough food to fuel such a massive body. Picture this. A 40-ton sauropod would strip the island bare in just a few weeks. Those giants are the first to struggle, the first to face starvation. It's like a dramatic survival show, and the stakes are super high. But evolution is relentless, and nature has its own way of working things out. Within that stranded population, there's natural variation. Some individuals are just a bit smaller than their massive relatives. These smaller dinosaurs need less food to survive. They can thrive on the limited vegetation available while the big guys are struggling to find enough to eat. These smaller ones are like, hey, we got this. They have more energy to reproduce and pass on their smaller sized genes to their offspring. It's like a hidden advantage in a game of survival, generation after generation. This process keeps repeating. Nature relentlessly favors the smaller individuals. What was once a population of giants begins to shrink. And this isn't a conscious choice. It's just the unforgiving logic of natural selection at work. The environment is the ultimate decider of who makes it and who doesn't. Over thousands, or even millions of years, this leads to a brand new species, a dwarf dinosaur. Isn't that mind-blowing? And this isn't just a cool theory. We've got the fossils to back it up in a place called Hațeg Island, which is in modern-day Romania. Paleontologists unearthed a prehistoric world in miniature. They found fossils of Magyarosaurus, a Titanosaur that was only about the size of a horse. Compare that to its mainland cousin, Dinosaurus, which was as long as a blue whale. It's a staggering difference in scale, all thanks to the island rule. But it wasn't just the long necks that got the mini makeover. They also discovered dwarf Hadrosaurs, the duck-billed dinosaurs, known as Telmatosaurus. Imagine a tiny version of those iconic dinosaurs. And let's not forget about a little predator, a relative of the velociraptor, which also shrank down to match its smaller prey. The entire ecosystem on Hațeg Island was like a miniature version of its mainland counterpart, a complete, functioning world of dwarf dinosaurs. How cool is that? Think about the implications of this. It tells us that dinosaurs were incredibly adaptable. We often picture them as these unchanging behemoths, but the evidence from island dwarfs shows they were dynamic creatures, capable of evolving in dramatic ways to fit their environment. They weren't just big, lumbering beasts. They were complex animals governed by the same evolutionary pressures that shape life today. It's like they had to play a different game to survive. And they figured it out. The island effect also forced them to change their behavior. A smaller body means different vulnerabilities. Maybe they became faster or more agile to escape predators. Imagine a little Hadrosaur darting through the underbrush, using its speed to avoid danger. Perhaps their social structures changed, too, with smaller herds being more sustainable on the island's limited resources. Every aspect of their lives would have had to adjust to their new, smaller reality. It's fascinating to think about how they navigated their environment. These discoveries are like finding a lost chapter in the story of life. They challenge our preconceptions and force us to look at these ancient animals in a new light. It wasn't always bigger is better. Sometimes, in the game of evolution, downsizing is the smartest move you can make. The story of the dwarf dinosaurs is a powerful reminder that in nature, survival isn't just about being the strongest or the biggest. It's about being the most adaptable to change. So, the next time you picture a dinosaur, don't just imagine a towering giant. Picture a horse-sized sauropod, carefully picking leaves from a small tree on a remote island. It's a perfect testament to the incredible and often surprising power of evolution. These little guys had their own unique charm and survival strategies, proving that every creature has its place in the grand tapestry of life. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey back in time. If you found this as fascinating as I do, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the mysteries of our planet's past. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about these amazing dwarf dinos? Are they a testament to evolution's creativity? Or do you think they're just a quirky footnote in dinosaur history? Can't wait to chat with you. See you next time.